Hi all, this is Skate, and the purpose of this video is not to talk about one specific tank, rather to talk about some gameplay. Have you ever had those games where, let's just call it user error, and you screw up, or you push too eagerly, or you just don't expect as many reds to appear in one position, and you kind of, well, to put it politely, left with it swinging in the breeze, because you're wide out in the open, and you've got a big bunch of tanks pointing down on you. And it's at that point you can either think game over and do this really annoying thing which we see people doing and just sticking their gun up in the air. I gotta be honest, I hate that. I really hate it when you see people just stick their gun up in the air and give up. I've seen full health tanks do it at the end of a battle against 3 one-shots. I've seen people do it mid-battle. It's silly. You're losing a chance at a game, and why give up? I don't understand it. I'm not going to lie, I really don't understand it. It's even more annoying when this happens when it's you and one other person versus, say, 4 or 5 people, and your team buddy gives up, sticks his gun up in the air, and goes AFK. It just annoys me. Now, there are scenarios where you put yourself in that situation inadvertently or on purpose. This scenario, I push in and I did not notice the T95 or the SU-122b. However, there is also a Jaegeru and a grill, so I'm kind of done for in this situation. My idea was to flank the Jaegeru, but now I have 4 big guns bearing down on me. So instead I'm ignoring the Jaegeru and I'm working the grill down with HE. I'm using the Jaegeru to defend me from the grill, and as soon as we can pop back out we're going to get one more into the grill. And this Jaegeru's got to be getting annoyed because he's now blocking these T95 as well, and now I'm going to use the Jaegeru again to defend myself from the T95. Sadly, not a lot I can do about the SU-122b, but I can defend myself using this Jaegeru from the T95, and he's just shot, so I should have used that as my opportunity to push. Instead I stayed hidden behind the Jaegeru, but we do manage to finish off the Jaegeru, and that is sadly where we are going to die. However, I could have just sat and just faced one target and gone, hey, I'll do as much damage to this one as I can, and then give up. Instead, we tried our hardest. We managed to give up fighting the Jaegeru, use him to defend ourselves, take out a full health grill, then take out the full health Jaegeru, and, well, I think we got one shot into the SU-122b, and we might have even got a shot into the T95, but it's my own stupid fault. I put myself in that situation accidentally, but I did the best I could in the situation rather than just giving up, and I hate that. It is almost like, it's too hard, can't be bothered, giving up. Why? Games like that, I mean, that was a screw up on my behalf, yet that was probably one of my favourite games, because we were in a 1 versus 4 against a bunch of big nasty guns, and I survived enough to take 2 of them out. And that's the difference between a win or a loss, potentially, because those 4 tanks together could have very easily, well, taken out some of my team. I'm not saying that's the exact reason we won, however, it can make all the difference. And I mean, on that one, we did die very early on, but we managed to do 3,150 damage, and we also managed to secure 2 kills. So it can make the difference. So it's a down but not out scenario, and it's the same with this. Welcome to my first ever calibrating game. I like rating battles, however I hate waiting for 5 to 6 minutes to get in a battle, so I still haven't done my calibration. However, this is my first game trying to get my calibration, and I'm taking my favourite medium tank, the M48 Patton. And the first thing is you'll notice my team are going A and B. Correctly, that's exactly what they should be doing. 2 bases down there, and there's 2 mediums up here on the red team, and it's only me in terms of medium. So you can see I'm contemplating going that way. And then I thought, you know what, it might be worth trying to spot some of the enemy players, or even try and reset C, and then run away. At least then I give my team some time to grab a base, and they won't get flanked as quickly. That was my logic. Let's see how my logic pans out. So, what we're going to do is poke the ridge by here, using the amazing turret on this Patton. get one in and manage to reset the Leo PTA, but he did manage to get one back into us. He shot into our track, and that's because I over-popped the ridge. But you'll notice I'm completely ignoring the E50M now. I'm not going to be in a situation pretty much where A, I can run away, or B, reset the cap. So I'm going to try and bring the odds back in my favour. Try, may I add. So again, I'm ignoring this guy, and they're doing the right thing. They are rushing me. But I'm going to try my best to get rid of one of them at least. And you'll see I'm looking, trying to look which one's going to shoot first, screw it up, and take another shot for both of them. So one down. It's me versus an E50M. I am a one-shot. This is the exact scenario where I've seen people give up because they're like, oh, you know, he's full health and I'm not. Let's just give up. Instead, what I'm going to try and do is everything to my... Oh, am I not dead yet? Okay, there's a lot of RNG, a lot of luck involved with this, but I'm doing everything I can to try and angle. Like now, I'm trying to wriggle as close as I can to him so he does not get a clear shot on my side. Now I'm trying to get over the ridge to use my gun depression and give him my strong bits. Instead I screw up again, but he shoots the side as we're trying to angle. And that's him dead. I should not be alive right now, should I? But you know how often you see people... I say, do you know how often? You guys have bound to have seen it. In that scenario, there are one shot, so instead of fighting to the death, they just stick their gun up and give up. But how do you know that's not going to happen to you? You don't. So don't stick your gun up and just give up. Keep fighting until you've got no HP left. It's the same with at the end of a game. If you've seen someone on the enemy team and they're on 6 kills and they've had a blinding game, there is going to be a part of them which thinks, oh, I wish this is an easy kill now. But also, if you just give it to them, they're going to be disappointed. It's going to feel like coming across an AFK. It kind of just doesn't feel as good at that point because you don't feel like you've earned it, and you're being nice in that scenario. You're trying to give someone their well-deserved Rasenai, but you're also taking away some of the, well, credit and praise and how good they feel for actually getting that Rasenai because they haven't earned it then. It's almost like they've come across an AFK tank. And you're kind of taking something away from it at that point. So trying to do the noble thing even, and trying to go, hey, that guy deserves this win. I imagine he wants to earn it as well. I would anyway. And on top of that, look at that game. It's my first rating battle. There's a shed ton of RNG involved. If that E50M just stopped and shot correctly, he could have probably finished me off. So there is a lot of RNG, a lot of luck involved. But you've also got to bear in mind that if you're not bothering to angle, you're giving them the side of your tank, they're going to finish you easy anyway. But if you're trying to angle as best you can in that scenario, combine that with RNG, and you're on for a winner, or potential winner anyway. But if you don't bother, you've got no hope. And I have no idea what that Type 61 is doing. Why is he running outside on to a tank destroyer spawn? And granted, we haven't got any tank destroyers, but it's not uncommon to see people in that spawn. And I've got a Hesh, which means I can do lovely amounts of damage to that guy. I love the FV215b, by the way. It's a fantastic tank, and it's probably... No, it is my favourite heavy tank. Oh, that was a big hit on the badge yet. But yeah, FV215b. I hated this thing when I first bought it. But now I adore it. I really like this tank. I've actually got a video coming out later this week on this tank. Now, the reason this game is in this video is because here comes an ST1 and an IS-7. Now, we're going to ignore the IS-7 for a second, and we're going to try and deal with the ST1. Now, I've screwed up there straight away because I reversed up the hill to try and shoot him. However, in doing so, I flattened off my plate for him. And now an Object 140 has come to the party. So I'm trying to get a little bit further back, so they can't shoot the lower plate, but it's enough to bait people to shoot at the upper plate, but also don't allow them to shoot into the engine deck. And I'm getting shot from the side again now. Also note, by the way, we made sure we used Hesh on the side of that 140 to make sure we did finish him off. Now the reason I'm backing up here is because that IS-7 can't get my lower plate from where he is. And now I'm kind of stuck here, but it does work to my advantage because I'm very, very low health. In fact, I'm 2 shots to IS-7 and he was just full health when this engagement started with him. And that was a bad shot by me. I shot into the space arm on the side of him. But again, I'm reversing up the hill. Poor play because I'm flattening off my upper plate, which means he can penetrate it. And I realise that again, and you'll see what I'm trying to do is angle myself, but also angle myself at a position where he can't shoot into my upper plate as well. Now we've got some support fire coming in, and I'm angling the best I can. I'm going to reverse out to make sure I do get a reliable shot into him, and now I'm going to come back in so he doesn't have a reliable shot on me. Again, try my hardest to angle up, but we have to better reload, and we managed to finish him off. And that game was funny. Another one which cracks me up. It's not just about the masteries, it's games like that. Did 4,300 damage, we have ourselves a nice steel wall. And again, if we didn't angle against several of them, or try our best to, and just gave up, we would have lost that one. And this one, oh, I screw up in. I screw up bad. Oh, actually, that reminds me. You can't drive and chat at the moment, and I hate that. It's coming back in 4.9. They fixed it so you can drive and chat at the same time again. And stopping to say hi there is what screwed me up, because I had to stop. Those tanks up there have managed to get to a position strong before I could get here and spot them before they even got there. And we're taking a beating for it. Thankfully, this thing's got a fantastic turret, so we do bounce a fair few. But we've lost 1,000 hit points already in the first 30 seconds of the game. So after this game, don't take it personally if I don't say hello at the start of battle in update 4.8. After 4.8 and we hit 4.9, then I'll probably start saying hello at the start of a battle again. But that first 30 seconds of a battle can make or break the battle. If you can't get to a strong position, or you're attempting to spot and you get caught wide out in the open, you're kind of done for. I mean, it's only because we got a lot of shots hitting the turret in that circumstance. We survived it. And now the Reds are pushing us hard, and it is only me and a 268 by here. The rest of my team is still around the spawn. So I'm going to do everything I can now to try and help my friendly 268 who has accompanied me up here. Now we could do with more friendly tanks up this direction to help support and stop the push. However, they're providing a lot of cover fire where they are, which works to my advantage because I'm the one spotting these targets. But they are raining in shots on me, and they are raining in shots on my team. If I was dead by here, the rest of this flank would just fall, I think. Sadly, we have now lost the 268, so it's me, with a dead gunner, trying to spot all the targets by here. Yeah, it's looking good, isn't it? Look at my health. If my team weren't in the base, though, these would have all pushed me by now. They can't push me, though, because if you look at the minimap, there are so many tanks up by the spawn still. And they are sending in the shells to try and provide support fire. So I can't moan about them all being in base. They are helping. They're shooting at targets I'm lighting up. If maybe another med accompanied me, or another heavy tank, I think we'd be in a stronger position, because then you've got more tanks holding the flank by here, and you've also got more tanks providing cover fire. But it is just me by here, which is why I am being incredibly cautious. All I want to do is light up the targets so my tanks have something to shoot at. And being as I only have 54 hit points, I'm trying to just use the strong turret on this tank to my advantage to basically just try and whittle down tanks or just spot tanks, but while doing it from a very, very strong position. I could run out now, maybe get one more bit of damage into that Leo, but I'll be dead at that point. Also, the last time that Patton was spotted, the enemy Patton, was up by the 704. So I'm trying to make sure I provide support fire for the 704, just in case he does get flanked or circled. But again, I don't want to get nailed by that grill at long range, and, well, it looks like, yeah, there goes the Leo. So, Patton, no idea where he is. Grill, probably around their spawn somewhere. Playing it very carefully. But we survived that, and that's purely because we just, A, got lucky. And I'm well aware there is a lot of luck involved in this, but there is also a lot of trying to work out what you're doing, especially as demonstrated in the last battles. And are we going to get the kill? Hey, we got the kill on the grill. And that's pretty much going to be endgame. I'm not going to get a shot on this Patton. I could have clutched it and maybe just clipped the top of his turret by here, but I'm not going to get the kill. Or I'm not going to get any more damage done. See, that point there, I could have tried and clipped his turrets, but I wasn't aimed properly. But all those games had one thing in common. They have a lot of RNG involved, but more importantly, when the RNG initially goes against you, don't give up. And don't just sit there going, oh, done for, side on. I mean, look at that one. We only did 1,844 damage. And if we look at the leaderboard, it's not a leaderboard, it's a stats board. Obviously, while we're waiting, steel wall, scout. Yeah, look, I'm all the way down the bottom, but I'm at the top when it comes to XP. And the reason for that is because we lit everything up. And we only have 1,844 damage, but we spotted 6 and had 3,535 assistance damage. And that's pretty much the reason I wanted to share this video, because I'm well aware, like I said, there is a lot of RNG involved, but the RNG at the start of all these has gone against me, or I have screwed up and put myself in a situation where I should be dead. But rather than just giving up, assess the situation, look at the situation and fight until you're dead. Also, I'm probably more pleased with these few games than several of my high damage masteries. Quite simply because they were exciting, and you've gone from a situation where it looks like it's going to be game over and you've managed to pull it back. And for that reason, they are epic fun battles. I enjoyed playing those ones. I hope you guys enjoyed watching them. And I hope if anyone has watched this and gone, I used to throw the occasional battle, you just don't. Your team will hate you for it, and the enemy, you're giving it to them. They don't want you to give it to them. They want a battle. They want to earn it. But that's it for this one. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Like I said, I did enjoy playing these battles, so I hope they were as interesting to watch as they were to play, and as humorous. But no, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.